So I am not a Deadpool fan. Don't get me wrong. I like Deadpool in the movies, but in the comics, I am not a Deadpool fan, or at least I haven't found the Deadpool story that has pulled me in enough to actually be like, wow, this is awesome. Welcome, everybody, to a new episode of Finding the Middle. And today is a very special day. It is Wednesday, and it probably is special to a lot of you guys out there. So, to get a little bit of context, let's just say today is New Comic Book Day. And last episode, I talked a little bit about comic books and how they make me feel safe. They make me feel like I am part of an adventure and all these nice things about comic books and how like this stories kind of like help me navigate the middle. Well, I decided to just go ahead and do a comic episode, a new comic book day episode. And if you guys like it, then I'll probably continue doing these episodes on Wednesday, especially. But let's get right into it. I'm going to talk a little bit about the comics that I got, why I got them, and why they are like special to me, or why they're not exactly as special to me. So let's start with what I have right here. I'm going to show you guys the stack of comics and other stuff that I got. So basically, this is it. And I could say that it's a pretty heavy stack, this one today. So let's jump right into it. So I'm going to start with The Summer Hikaru Died. It's a manga, but it's right here. It's awesome. There's a lot to like about it and a lot to not like about it. The first volume I read a few months ago, and I had to take a break from it because I was not exactly sure whether or not I liked it or not. There's the premise of it is really nice. Yeah, it's kind of like horror, mystery. There's like some sexual tension in there too. So the first book I read it in a day. I sat down and I it was keeping me intrigued to the point that I wanted to keep reading, but there were also moments where I did not particularly enjoyed it. So since I read it so fast, I kind of I took a step back and I started thinking about, hey, did I like it? Did I not like it? And whether or not I was going to continue reading it or not. And I was like, I might as well just go for it and, you know, read volume two. And then probably this would be the determining factor right here, whether or not I'm going to continue reading it or not. This right here will be the determining factor. And then now let's go to the next one. It's actually kind of something that I grew up watching, you know? I don't know if you guys remember about this nice little TV show called Smallville. Well, I found this while I was like looking around the store. I found this right here, which is the volume one, basically like the first. I think it's like the first seven issues of. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10. Actually, no, so basically the first 10 issues of Smallville. And I didn't even know that Smallville had a ongoing comic book. Like I didn't know it. Apparently they had one before Smallville and one like right after Smallville. So that is actually pretty cool. And I mean in the back over there, I don't know if you guys see it. I have a Michael Rosenbaum on the back here. He actually signed it. So if could get this signed by Rosenbaum and Tom Welling, I would probably be stoked about it. So this is something that I grabbed. I'll probably check it out later and see if I like it or not. And regardless, I mainly bought this because if I ever get to meet Tom Welling, I would like for him to, sign this. And then if I see Rosenbaum again, I'll probably sign this too, probably get him to sign this. Anyways, on to the next thing, which is actually the issues that came out today. Actually, I take that back. There's a few issues that didn't come out today, but I will probably leave those for last. But let's start with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 15. This series is so good. Like, I'm surprised at how much I liked it. and I liked it enough to go back and actually order the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles books by IDW. For those of you who don't know, it was a really long run that I think it went over 100 issues, so it was a very long run, and they finished it. And I hadn't read that when I started reading this, so I was actually wondering whether or not the this is a continuation or not. And in fact, it is a continuation of the IDW run. IDW is still printing it, by the way. It's just that it's a new story starting from number 1, and now they're going to number 15. So they've been a year and it's been pretty strong. They're really good at writing, to be honest. Whoever's writing this, I don't know who's writing it right now, but like the people that they're bringing in to write it, it's actually pretty nice. This is actually not the only Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff that I am reading. I'm also reading Battle Nexus, and that one is another one like chef kiss, chef kiss. If you're somebody who grew up watching Turtles and you saw if you read the original comic, if you grew up watching the 80s version of the cartoon, if you grew up watching the early 2000s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ones, or the Nickelodeon ones. If you grew up watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you gotta grab this issue. It's called Battle Nexus. And it's just awesome because you're getting the bad guy, just for reference, the bad guy is pretty much getting people across the multiverse and putting them to fight in a gladiator style stadium for his entertainment, pretty much. And he's getting all these turtles and like characters from the turtles from different things. So like there's even Ronin there, like Ronin from the last Ronin right there, like Michelangelo. And they also brought in Shredder from the original comic, and like he looks black and white, so it's like it's super cool. And one of the things that it actually brought me joy when I started reading that was when I saw Raphael from the 2003 version of the Ninja Turtles. I was just so stoked, so happy. I was just I'm even getting goosebumps right now. I wish you guys could like actually see this crap. Like I'm actually getting goosebumps. And it's just like I love the Turtles growing up, mainly because of my sister. But the thing is, like, this Battle Nexus thing, it kind of like took it to a new level, so I could enjoy it even more. And there's a lot of nods here and there, so it was very, very cool to read. There's one more issue left, and the I will probably do a review once I finish everything. I'll probably review it and sit down and talk about every little thing in detail that kind of came into that run. So yeah, so got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 15. Again, this is the issue right here. Very, very nice. Let's continue, guys. Let's continue because it's a new comic book day. Well, if you guys, so I am not a Deadpool fan. Don't get me wrong. I like Deadpool in the movies, but in the comics, I am not a Deadpool fan, or at least I haven't found the Deadpool story that has pulled me in enough to actually be like, wow, this is awesome. Because in 2024, 2025, he got burned down. This character and Wolverine both were literally burned to the ground in 2024 and 2025. They were in everything. Deadpool got Deadpool Team Up. It got its own ongoing run. It got like 3 different titles of Deadpool and Wolverine, like World War III. What was the other one? Deadpool and Wolverine, the regular one that just ended like a few months ago. They also had another Deadpool and Wolverine, and I was like, oh my God, this guy is in literally every single thing. They got the Wolverines and Deadpools also, which I don't know what happened with that thing, but I think I read like issue number 1 or like half of issue number 1, and I was like, okay, this is cool, whatever. They should have just made Wolverine, Laura Kinney, and then Wade Wilson's daughter, and just put them together. There's no need for Logan and Wade Wilson to be in every single thing together. But anyways, with those feelings aside, there's also this one thing that's called FOMO, fear of missing out. And I am a victim of it. I just got to say it. I feel I'm a victim of FOMO. And I ended up getting this Deadpool, Wade Wilson Deadpool #1. I am going to give it a try. I'm going to read it. The last thing that I read of Deadpool was the Age of Revelation on Deadpool. Wow, that was bad. But anyways, we'll see how this one goes. I'm excited. The art looks okay. Look at this. The art looks pretty nice. So it's just a matter of, whether or not it's good writing, because you can have an awesome character and have really bad writing and it changes everything. This is something that I keep telling people about, like, if you're trying to find your favorite character, trust me, writing is a factor. If you have bad writers, you're going to have a bad story and you're just not going to enjoy it. If you have a really good writer, then, everything will be different. Anyways, I don't have anything else to say about Deadpool because I have mostly bad things to say about Deadpool right now. But, again, FOMO got me and I got Deadpool. Going to, let me see. You know what? Let's take a moment real quick. Let me see what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go with all the Marvels first, then DC. You know what? Never mind. Let's go. Let's continue. So let's go now with Absolute Wonder Woman, the annual #1. Here it is. Very excited actually about this one. Man, DC has done an amazing job with their Absolute universe. And if you're somebody who's starting in comics and you're kind of tired of the same old, everybody's like, oh, Batman this, Batman that, or like Wonder Woman this or Wonder Woman that, I encourage you sincerely to just get but yeah, if you're somebody who's like trying to get into comic books in 2026, I would definitely start with Absolute. I would start with Absolute just because there's not that much out there anyways. Like, it's barely starting and it's a fresh new take in the characters like Batman, Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter, Flash, Superman. Everybody's basically getting this new take on them. And then I think they're also doing Catwoman, Absolute Catwoman. And yeah, they're probably gonna continue this universe. It's been very profitable for DC, especially in 2025. Like, if you looked at the top 25 comics, the most sold comics of 2025, I'd say like 90 or 85% of those were Absolute titles, and most of them were Absolute Batman titles. So you could imagine how good it is. They were actually even talking about doing a animated series for a second. So if they ever do that, that would be awesome. Anime style Batman. It's a very different Batman. So I would definitely just check it out. You can get volume 1 for probably like $15, $12 on Amazon. You can get a good deal there and just, read it and start with that. It's really good, I'm telling you, especially Absolute Batman. But anyways, let's see what else we have here. Like I said before, today I bought a few things that were not released today, and this is actually one of them, which is the Exquisite Corpses issue #9. I've been collecting this one and really enjoying it, and it's just one of those things that I just haven't picked it up. I didn't pick it up on time, or I forgot to order it or something. It was still on the shelf, and I got it. And this one is also really interesting. Basically, it kind of feels like somehow like Hunger Games at the same time. So instead of having the districts, you have like states, and there's like the original 13 states, and basically each state representative will hire literally a murderer, because they're all freaking like crazy people and murderous people. So they're hiring criminals basically, essentially, for like to put them on this so yeah, they're essentially hiring criminals to put them in this town, and whoever survives the night will win the presidency of those 13 states, pretty much. That's basically what Exquisite Corpses is, and it's really nice. It's really good. The story so far, I've enjoyed it a lot, and I think it's almost about to end. Like it should be on like a few more issues. It's probably going to end around 12 or so. So 12, maybe 15. We'll see how it goes. But I've enjoyed it so far. I got the regular cover, and I also got this cover that on the inside it has a card, because apparently there's a card game also. So really interesting one. If you want to check it out, I completely encourage you to check it out. This one is just the only reason why I got this is because of the cover, because I'm collecting the Cosmic Invasion covers. And sorry, I've been collecting the Cosmic Invasion covers, and it just looks, I just enjoy it, and it looks amazing. And also the fact that like I really enjoy playing video games, and Cosmic Invasion is one of those games. Is a beat 'em up game, but I played that game so much when it came out. Like I completed it. I played it with my sister, and I completed. I think it's like in 2 days or so. Like we took a break and then we went back at it again. I enjoyed it. I can't wait for them to do an update and probably like add some more characters, add a few missions, maybe. Very cool. Let's go to the next one. We also got Black Cat #7. Look at this. This thing looks amazing. I love this cover, by the way. I love this artist, honestly. I've been reading Black Cat and really enjoying it. I love the art I love the art on Black Cat, man. I can't lie to you and say, "Hey, dude, like the art is awesome. She looks beautiful." Like it's just like I am really enjoying Black Cat. So I want to show you a panel real quick so you guys can like see what I'm talking about. Like, look at this. Look how nice everything looks. Also show you this panel right here. Look at this panel right here. Venom right there with a Black Cat. It's just, it's a it's been a very interesting one for me with reading Black Cat. I would have thought that I was not going to like necessarily Black Cat, and it took me by surprise, honestly. Again, like I say with writing, if you have a good writer, you're probably going to enjoy the comic book. And this has been one of those where like I didn't care about the character and I started reading it, and now I'm actually like starting to care about her and all that stuff. To the point that I wish that this thing will go longer than 10 issues, 12 issues. So we'll see. We'll see how long they push it. I really do hope that it's more than 10. At least, like, whenever I see comics that go like 15 issues, 20 issues, I'm really happy. Because Marvel has this thing where like they kind of go for 15, 14 issues and then they just end it. Sometimes they go to 10. Oh, we're going to end it right there. And then they just replace it with something very similar. Um, I get why they do it, because there's so many people coming into the comic book space right now, and it's just easier to sell an issue #1 or like shorter runs, because people don't. When you go into the comic book shop as somebody new, you're just looking to start somewhere, and it's easier to have smaller runs, so that people can grab it. And because if you go into a comic book shop and they're on issue 250, you're gonna be like, oh my god, I have to read 250 issues to like actually you know pick up where they left off. And it's just like, nope, no, no, not today, not anymore, not in today's comic book world. Now we're gonna go again with another um FOMO with another FOMO grab. Cyclops #1. I grabbed this because of FOMO. Because I was not gonna grab Cyclops, especially not after what they did with Psylocke and what was the other one? Is Psylocke and Storm. For those of you who liked the last Storm run, kudos to you. I would like to sit down and maybe discuss it. But like, I did not enjoy the last Storm run, and I did not enjoy the last Psylocke run. And the issue that I'm having with this is that these characters are having their own spin-off stuff while they're also appearing in current X-Men stuff. And sometimes that can be troubling, because it's like, when does this happen? I'm very big on continuity. So like whenever I'm trying to figure out, hey, when did this happen, and I can't get an answer, I kind of get a little bit irritated about it. So yeah, that's another thing that it's kind of that kind of pisses me off a little bit. It's like I'm really good into continuity, and like I try to get everything where it's supposed to be. But anyways, I also grabbed it because like X-Men is my favorite title probably of comic books. The whole team in general. Like I'm not a 100% Wolverine fan or 100% Storm or everything. The whole team as it is for me is just chef kiss right there. They're awesome. There's a lot of great stories in there. I also grew up watching X-Men the animated series, so at the end of the day, I do connect with X-Men way better than any other team or set of characters within the Marvel universe or the DC universe. I grabbed it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna read it anyways and see. And then also grabbed this copy of it because it has all the Cyclops on the same cover, like all the suits, and it looks awesome. And I'm probably gonna display this one on the wall. Anyways, this one is just GI Joe, a Real American Hero, 325. I got this one, and honestly, I don't read GI Joe. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't read it. I've been collecting it and I've been meaning to read it, but I'm also trying to catch up because I have the compendium over there in the back of the first issue. So I'm trying to read the first 300 issues before I start reading those comics. So yeah, because they went into a hiatus, came back, went into a hiatus again. Then they just picked up right where they left. So I'm gonna try and read that and see how it goes. Another one that I am reading, but I'm actually behind, is Transformers. Transformers. Anyways, Transformers number 29. And David Nakayama has been doing the covers lately, and his covers are so good. Like I cannot say it enough. David Nakayama is a awesome artist, and his covers are very good. They really do cut my eye. So he's very good at what he does. So kudos to him. Hopefully one day I can meet him and get a signature from him and something. Just get something out of the man. I want to know. I want to know, how do you do this? Because it looks awesome. It really looks awesome. Look at this. Look at these. And I was a little bit concerned because I've seen him work on actual people like Spider-Man or other things. Transformers, they're robots. Getting the art right with a robot can be challenging. The guy just did awesome. He did a great job. He did an awesome job. Now going back to Turtles, I've been collecting Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Journeys, but I'm like 3 issues behind, and I also didn't have the original cover for number 2, and today I got it. So let me show you in order what I got. It's number 2 right here. My bad. I got right here Turtles. It looks weird, I know. Look at this. It looks weird. It looks kind of weird, but I got that one. I also got number 4. And I also got number 5. Look at this. It looks awesome. There you go. Number 5. And then I also got number 6 for Turtles. And this cover looks awesome. It feels like, oh shit, Splinter is about to get shot. But like I said, I've enjoyed Turtles for a long time. This is actually from Laird, one of the Peter Laird, one of the first they're basically the co-creator. He's the co-creator of the Turtles, him and Eastman. So hopefully one day I can get to meet these two guys and get that signature, because that's one of the greatest things that I would probably do. It's just meet them, get a signature, both of them on the same comic book, and it's just gonna be a blast. So, and then this one's black and white. It has that aesthetically looks like the older ones. I think this is an older one. This is just like a reprint or something. I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, it looks good. I have a thing against, the way they draw females. Look at her face, her mouth. I'm like, "Oh my god, why do you do that?" But anyways, I guess it's just the art style, and every art style is different, and every art style is definitely valid. So now we're down to the last item I grabbed today in my local comic book shop. I got DC KO #4. It's right here. But I was kind of disappointed that the regular cover has this thing, and you can't really appreciate this. This is what I wanted to see. So I took it upon myself to tell the guy in the counter, give me the other one. And I also got this one, which is a virgin cover. It's a foil, which I was not exactly excited about a foil, but it was the one that they had that didn't have that DCKO in the front, and I was just super excited for it. Personally, I started reading DCKO, but I'm slowly reading it. Like, I'm trying to read everything, and I'm actually reading it in the DC Infinite app. So I'm reading those comics there, because I was like, I'm not gonna get all this spinoff. I hate when they do that. I was like, I'm not gonna get that spinoff. I'm not gonna get that other spinoff because I don't really read DC, and I don't want to have a bunch of random comics that just say DCKO, and they probably don't even have that much content about DCKO. So I just ended up getting the main line and the boss battle, which, by the way, I'm going to show it to you guys anyways because we're here already. I got the boss battle, and yes, that is Homelander against Superman. Yeah, I've been getting a little bit of DCKO, but now I'm reading it in my iPad in DC Infinite, and I'm basically catching up slowly. So yeah, we'll see how that one goes. Again, there's a lot of good stuff to really like about DCKO. It's just it was all over the place for me. So I was like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna read it online, and then I can comment about it. I'll probably comment about it once it's done. It's only one more issue to go with DCKO, and I'll try to catch up to it and see how it ends. Again, I'm gonna do a review for DCKO, and I'm gonna do one for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the Nexus Battle Nexus. Anyways, guys, that's basically everything that I got today at my local comic book shop. Another thing, man, if you can go out there and support your local comic book shop, if you actually like comic books, I'm not saying go spend money just to, if you like comic books and you have a local comic book shop near you, man, these are safe spaces for us, being able to read, being able to meet people. I've been able to meet so many people in my local comic book shop just by spending time there, just by buying stuff there, just by just going and looking. Sometimes I don't even buy stuff. I just go there, say hi, whatever. Some people come in and we're able to like have these conversations. So definitely go check out your local comic book shop, man. And if you really enjoy comic books, try to give them some support. These are, again, safe spaces for us, and having them there close to you is honestly one of the best experiences there is. Like buying a physical copy, going to your local comic book shop, that collector experience is one that is really not replaceable. Like, you can't just replace that. And you just go and enjoy it, Anyways, that is everything that I have for you guys today. If you guys like this episode, please like and subscribe. I also have a YouTube channel with the same name, Finding the Middle, Stories, Fandom, and Becoming. Same thing for Spotify. There's also a Instagram, and then it's Finding the Middle, S as in Sierra, F as in father, and B as in, boy. So Finding the Middle, SFB. You can follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. I am posting stuff there. So let's see how this one goes. Guys, thank you everybody for being here. Thank you for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Even if it's just one person that looks at this video, listen to this podcast, I am extremely happy that you're here sharing your time, sharing your thoughts, or just trying to get some time, spending some time with me. So thank you very much again. Have a good night, guys, and see you guys on the next one.